Another type of equation you probably have seen is where the variable is on both sides of the equation. And of course, to solve it, we need to combine like terms. An example. Consider the equation 3w minus 7 equals 5w plus 3. Now, this is also a multi-step equation. What would be the first thing to do? To do this, we would need to combine the like terms. And the like terms in here can either be with the -7 and the 3 and the 3w and the 5w. We need to combine these things together. However, we cannot combine them from where they are. Student tends to have 3 plus 5 and makes it 8w. No, we cannot do that. In order for you to combine two terms that are alike, they have to be on the same side of the equation. Just like you cannot combine 3 and 5 from where they are, you cannot either combine -7 and +3 because they are on different sides of the equation. Now, let us look at the proper steps in order for us to combine the like terms. Here, we can start with the term with the variable or the terms with no variables, just the integers. In this case, let us start with +7 on both sides of the equation. Excuse me. Let's stick to the proper way, the way we have been doing this. We're going to bring the term down as it is, which is 3w minus 7 plus 7 equals, we're going to bring it as it is again, 5w plus 3 plus 7. Notice this whole term again, we brought it down right here. The only thing that is different is the +7. So remember, whatever we do to one side, we must do it on the other side. Therefore, we also brought down the 5w plus 3 just right here. And to keep the equation balanced, whatever we do to one side, we do it to the other. Therefore, the additive inverse of 7 is here. The additive inverse of -7 is here. So the additive inverse of -7 is also here. Notice that it's not the 3. It is not the 3 I find the additive inverse of to put it here to make it balanced. It's the very same thing we do to one side is done to the other side. Alright? It is very, very simple. But I can understand where some of you have problem with this. Now, let us look at the additive inverse combine like terms. On this side, the -7 and the +7 cancel each other out. And we have left the 3w equals. Now, notice on this side right here, the 5w, we don't touch it yet. However, we can combine what we have, the +3 and the +7. And that amounts to +10. Alright? So what we did right here is what is referred to, of course, as the additive inverse. We're going to abbreviate them by now because I expect you to know them by now. It is the additive inverse property we have applied here. Similarly, we're going to apply the additive inverse again. At this point, however, we're going to apply the additive inverse of 5w. which means we're going to bring this down as it is, 3w, and we're going to have minus 5w. The reason is because we know we have 5w here, well, a minus 5w and plus 10. Notice that part is a bit longer. That's because this has one side and this had two, and I'm adding the same thing on both sides. Notice this term right here. Let me use the other color, excuse me. Notice this term is still here. And notice this term right here is also there. The only thing that's changed on both sides of the equation is the negative 5w. Negative 5w here, negative 5w here. That's the only thing that's changed. Otherwise, everything is the same as it was above. Okay? Now, if we were to combine like terms, we would have 3w plus a negative 5w, which is negative 2w, and combine like terms here. These two cancel each other out because, again, they are the additive inverse of each other, and the only thing that is left is 10. Okay? From here, we just have applied again what is the additive inverse. Just as we've seen before, this part we have to find the reciprocal of the coefficient of the variable. So the reciprocal in this case would be negative half, and multiply it by negative 2w, and what we do on one side we do on the other side, which is negative half, and of course the invisible one here, so we can multiply the fractions, multiply across. We have this cancels out, the negative sign, two negative makes a positive, so we obtain w equals negative 10 over 2. Therefore, we simplify and w equals negative 5. And do not forget, we need to go back and tell us what property applied here, which is multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse applied here. And this is just the solution set. Okay? It might seem to be a lot because we had to apply the additive inverse twice. However, everything is very simple, step by step, easy to follow.